Oh hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to Board It Up, a channel all about board games. My name's Aaron, I'm your host, and today I'm unboxing 5 Minute Dungeon, designed by Connor Reid and published by Spin Master. And like the box says, it's chaotic, cooperative, real-time, and it's a card game. It's for ages 8 and up, takes 2 to 5 players to play, and it's exactly 5 minutes because it's in real time and it's timed. Let's look at the box art there, it's pretty cool. It's a dungeon crawl, and you're playing cards based on your character to get through the dungeon and beat the final boss as quick as you can, under 5 minutes. You can see this is a bit damaged there, but no harm to the box. Pick your hero, battle it out, beat the boss. Pretty straightforward, very easy to teach, easy to learn. And it's one of those games where it's so short and so fun and so easy that you just want to jump right back into it. So let's open it without any further ado and see what's inside. If you haven't noticed already on my channel, I do like cooperative games, so I'm always on the look for creative and new kinds of cooperative games. So this will make a fine addition to my collection. Here we go. Open it up. It also has this weird box shape. It's kind of cool. We'll see. All right. Has a very short manual. It's one sheet. Like I said, doesn't have a lot of rules. Doesn't have a lot of complicated mechanics. Very simple. You could learn it in a couple of minutes. That's that. And let's look at the characters first. So you have the ninja, and the ninja special ability is discard 3 cards to defeat an obstacle. So there are different kinds of cards that you'll see that come up. There are some are obstacles. And there we go. And you have a draw pile and discard pile. I think this is double-sided, yeah. And then you have a pickpocket. Discard 3 to draw 5 cards. That's the thief. The character is the thief, and the special ability is pickpocket. Discard 3, draw 5. Okay, that's the ninja. Put it right there. And then you have the barbarian. Special ability slay. Discard 3 cards to defeat a monster. Okay, and then you can see each card type has their own icon for quick reference. Okay, now on the back we have the gladiator. So this is kind of your high damage kind of character, I guess. Gladiator, intimidate. Discard 3 cards to defeat a person. All right, put the the barbarian right there. And then you have the huntress. Actually, this kind of reminds me of a character in another game that I'll do a review of pretty soon called Dice Throne. And Dice Throne also has a very similar character called Huntress. And there's a tigress that goes with her. So it's even the art kind of is very similar. The Huntress, animal companion, discard 3 cards. Then you get to choose another player to draw 4. On the other side, you have Ranger, Trick Shot. Discard 3 cards to defeat a person. Did we already have that power before? Yeah, so discard 3 cards to defeat a person, and then Trick Shot, discard 3 cards to defeat a person. That's the exact same power, but I think the way their decks are made up would be different. So they would still play slightly differently, even though they have the same special ability. And then you have Paladin, Smite, discard 3 cards to defeat a monster. And then Valkyrie, Inspire, discard 3 cards, make everyone else draw 2 cards. Actually, now that I think about it, a lot of these characters are pretty famous archetypes, and a lot of them do show up in Dice Throne as well. The Huntress, the Ninja, Barbarian, Paladin. It does not have a Gladiator. Does not have a Valkyrie. And what's this again? Thief. It does have a Thief. So there we go. And then you have Sorceress. Teleport. Discard 3 cards to defeat an obstacle. I really like the art style of this as well. Kind of cartoony style. Wizard. Stop time. Discard 3 cards. Pause time until someone plays a card. That seems pretty powerful, or very useful, to say the least. Okay, so these are 5 characters, and actually it's 10 because they're all double-sided. Okay. Now let's look at the bosses. Okay, let's put these to the side. Let's look at the bosses. The very first boss is, oh, look at that. A baby barbarian. Isn't he cute? But he will kill you. So you can see this is boss number 1, and you're supposed to play them sequentially. It's not double-sided. And each boss is progressively more difficult. So this is the size of the deck that you have to go through to actually get to the boss, and these are the number and the type of cards that you need to play as a group to defeat this boss. So, sorry. So that's the baby barbarian. And then you have the Grim Reaper. Boss number 2, 25 cards, 5 more extra cards to get through. And it's a different combination of cards that you need to play to defeat the Grim Reaper. Yep. And then you have Zola, the Gorgon. Okay, 30 bosses. It's 30 cards. Boss number 3. Again, a unique combination of cards that you need to defeat the Gorgon. Freaking Dragon. Okay, 35. Boss number 4. Again, you don't have to play these cards in order, but you have to collectively play the number of each type to defeat. And finally, you have the Dungeon Master. Boss number 5, 40 cards. And you need, I think all 4, I think there's only 4 types of cards. Actually, no, I am wrong because I'm seeing 5. I'm seeing this, I don't think it's Sprint. It's, I'll check that in a second. Yeah, there are 5 cards, so Dungeon Master needs 4 of the 5 cards. And the whole point is that you got to be more efficient in playing cards, because sometimes you have to discard cards to draw more cards, and sometimes you overplay cards. But to get to these high bosses, because there are so many cards to get through to even get to the boss, you have to be more efficient as a team. So that's where the difficulty comes in. So these are the 5 bosses, and I believe there is at least one expansion to this game. And depending on how well this game goes in our gaming group, I might get that expansion as well. That could add new characters or new bosses. But we'll get there when you get there. All right, so let's look at the box here. And you have 4 color-coded decks. And these correspond to the different types of heroes. So yeah, as you can see, even though there are 10 heroes, they belong to 5 different groups. You have the blue, kind of magic, and then you have the yellow, paladin, Valkyrie, and then you have red, a green, huntress, and the ranger, and then you have purple, thief and ninja. So unless you own 2 copies of the game, you can't have a ninja and a thief in the same game. I'm not even sure if the rules allow you to have 2 of the same type in one game or not. Okay, so I'm not going to open all of these decks, but let's open a couple and see what's in there. always very cautious with these if they don't have that rip cut in there, not to damage the cards. Okay, there we go. So this would be the Huntress or the, was it the Ranger? Yeah, the Huntress or the Ranger. So you can see they're all green backed, and you have some reds, some blues, some yellows, a lot of greens. Makes sense because greens archery, and that's their type as well. A few of these purple cards, some double arrows, and then these special cards. So we have Snipe, defeat a person, healing herbs, wild card, a lot of wild cards. So that's an example of what a green player would play. So let's look at the blue. Actually, yeah, while we're at it, let's just open all the, oh, did I just see a flap there? Oh, yeah, there is a flap here. All right, so this would be the wizard and the sorceress. So the magic type. Be very careful not to damage this here. The card stock is pretty nice too. It's not those cheaply made flimsy cards. Although I'm not sure if I would end up sleeving these cards or not. I might, because they probably would get a lot of wear and tear because you're spamming the cards back and forth, and they would get damage easily. So this is the blue back. They all have the same back. And you see there's only 3 reds in this, a whole bunch of blues, some yellows, and actually, yeah, a lot of greens and a lot of purples, 2 double blues, and some specials. And also the specials are different. Magic Bomb. Then you have Fireball, defeat a monster. And cancel any event. Okay. So that's that. Let's see. Okay, that was way better. All right. So this is the purple back, and this is the ninja and the thief. Okay. Yeah, the ninja has more reds for sure. Blues. Oh, they have, except they don't have a lot of greens, but they do have their own color, purple, and then a few double purples as well. Sprint, backstab, donation, steal. Okay, pretty characteristic of what a ninja or what a thief would be doing. You have the red. This is the barbarian and the gladiator. If I can find this spot again. Okay. The red back. So surprisingly, this person, even though they're red, actually they do have, okay, never mind. They do have a lot of reds. So they have few single reds, few blues, because you wouldn't really expect a barbarian to be good at magic. Yellows, greens, and then a lot of reds that are double, so some double reds and double symboled cards as well. So they're kind of multi-purposed, I guess, but not many special abilities. Enrage, Mighty Leap, and that's it. Yeah, kind of all multi-purpose, but not much specialty. Makes sense. Okay, and then finally we have yellow, which is Paladin and what was the last one? Paladin and Valkyrie. That's right. These are supposed to be the more defensive. The yellow backs. Here we go. Some reds, blues, a lot of yellows, quite a few greens as well. Very few purples. I guess it looks like each deck has one, except for maybe red, has one color that they're very weak in, and then one color, and most of the other colors are strong, and in one color they have these doubles and different and their own unique special abilities. There we go. We have, oh, should be this way. Divine Shield, Heal, Health Potion, Holy Hand Grenade, of course, and Smite. Okay, so these are all the decks. Actually, one cool thing about these decks is that they all have different backs, but you can put them together to create a dragon. Okay, where does this go? I think it goes there, maybe. Yeah, there we go. And then the wing goes there. Or here, rather. There we go. Now begs the question: where's the missing piece? Did I even do that right? Oh, it goes like this. Okay. Okay, so that makes sense because they split up the two missing halves on both ends, so it fits 5 cards. Makes sense. Are they going to add more decks, more colors on either side? Possibly. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so let's put these out of the way here. And now let's look at the last thing that's in the box, which is the monster deck, or the dungeon deck. These are the actual monsters that you have to get through to get to the final boss. You can open this. This does not have a flap. Might need a knife for this one. All right. And again, like I mentioned earlier, depending on which boss and which dungeon you're working with, you would put only a certain number of these cards and not the whole deck. And you'll also notice that some of them have this special symbol, and then these ones do not. These are regular cards, and I think these are special kind of mini bosses. Again, and the difficulty would determine how many of each type would go into the deck. You have a Timberwolf, Corblin, Boots, Invisible Wall. So some of these are different obstacles. Some of them are actual minions. And Arm Dealer, pretty funny. Actually dealing arms. Bottomless Pit. So these are pretty classical things you would find in a dungeon. Zombies, but with a funny take on everything. Massive Pauldrons. Barbarian. I get it. It's a barber. So I'm not going to spoil all the cards for you. There are some cool ones in here. The Duck of Canterbury. All right. So I'll let you discover those on your own if you end up getting this game. And then you have the special ones, which are, you can see they're more difficult. They have more symbols on them as opposed to your regular obstacle only has like 2 or 3 maybe. These ones are more difficult. The collector, T-Rex. So, and some of them are events as well. There we go. So that's everything that's in the box. And that is 5-Minute Dungeon in a nutshell. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you've already played this or if you would like to see some gameplay of this. So because this is something that I can record a gameplay of and then you can see us play. I personally do enjoy watching gameplays of board games on other channels. So if that's something you would like to see, let me know. And if you've played this, let me know what you think about it. Or do you prefer any other variants of this game? I know there's another one called 5-Minute Hero, 5-Minute Marvel. Oh, actually, it's called 5-Minute Marvel. So that game came before this, I think. And I'm sure they'll do other themes as well. So let me know if you prefer, if you have played any real-time style board games, if you like that, or if that's not your favorite type. And if so, what's your favorite kind in that genre? And like always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to show that you actually like this content and helps me be motivated to keep making these videos. And until next time, see ya.